Brenda J. Lilly here with the Bridge Artistic Network. I wanted to put out a small disclaimer before we launch into today's video. I am not a licensed therapist. I am just a fellow creative artist who hopes to encourage, engage, and hopefully empower other creative artists to go out and live their art dream. Okay, here we go into today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Good Monday morning, everybody. Brenda J. Lilly here. It is June 2nd. We are halfway through this year, if you can believe it. Well, it's time for another Monday morning kickstart. I hope you're ready. I hope you like this video or love it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me, and I'm so thankful that you are all here. If you like it, please share it with those who you know so that we can all continue to become who we were created to be. All right, I'll see you on the flip side. Well, good Monday morning, everybody. It is June 2nd. We are exactly halfway through our year. Oh my. I hope you're ready to rock and roll because I know I am. Life moves fast, doesn't it? And sometimes so do our plans. They move faster than we expected. And when that happens, I think we go into launching anxiety. So today I want to talk about when we are shifting our focus, when we are experiencing a life change and going in a new direction or launching a new thing, whether that be a business or a ministry or a group, whatever it is, a new career, a new job, going to school, whatever the new launch is, whatever that new thing is. When life moves us more quickly than we expected, I think there's a tendency to pull back and say, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I wasn't expecting it to, I want this, but I wasn't expecting it to be now. And so when that happens, how do we process those moments? How do we process the anxiety potential, right? The potential anxiety that the faster tempo and the quicker launch brings with it. How do we process those emotions so that we can get to the other side, so that we can launch and launch well with joy and with great expectation, filled with wonder, and not trepidation and fear and angst? So here we are, June 2nd. And I have moved from the Netherlands to America. And the intention was always to launch the Bridge here, the Bridge Artistic Network. And so my thought, because I was moving at the beginning of April, end of March, beginning of April, which is sort of in the middle of new land winter where I was moving to, heading into spring, but not really. I thought, okay, well, I'll wait to launch the bridge until the fall, or maybe even January of 2026. Have a fresh year, and start fresh. What I was not expecting was that God would propel this thing forward as quickly as He did and clear my schedule in the way that He did so that the Bridge Artistic Network could be launched now, instead of later, instead of September, instead of January. The Bridge Artistic Network, the first artistic circle, will be gathering in Winchendon, Massachusetts on July 5th. If you are around and you are a creative artist in the Winchendon area, please come and join us. If you want more information, say so in the comments, and I will put all the information there. In fact, I'll put all the information for the meeting in the comments section, so don't worry about it. But it's crazy, right? I expected to go a little bit more slowly, and instead, I'm being propelled so much quicker, so much faster into this work. And that for me means a couple of things. There's a lot to do in a short amount of time, which is fine for me because I work great with deadlines. And I don't mind a little bit of time pressure. That's the administrative side of my nature. And I thank God every day that I have, as an artist, that I have that part of my nature that I can access and utilize. But it also means that I have a lot to organize in a short amount of time. And so there are some emotions that come with that. There are some maybe fears that come with that. Um, but there's also this idea of if it's being launched this quickly, and this is without my pushing, if it's being launched this quickly, that something mighty and glorious is about to happen. That's the underlying tenor that I am holding on to. And that's so cool, right? Um, Along with the, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do in a short amount of time. There's also this, I cannot wait to see what's about to happen and who's going to show up. Which artists are going to come in and be a part of this community and really launch this thing and really and gravitate towards it. And how will it be used to bring light and love and creativity into this world? So I'm looking forward to it. But let's talk about the moment when I looked at the calendar and I looked at the what about this offering, why don't you start at this time? All that brought to me. And here's what I did with it. I sat with it and I said, "Okay, yeah, sure." I agreed to it. And then I did a few things. But I did a few things because I was needing to go and talk about it, and I had to put together my thoughts and the vision for what this is going to be. And when I started doing that, when I let go of, so there was this like moment of, oh, this is a lot really quickly. I just got here. All of those feelings, literally, I felt like I just got here. I don't think I'm ready. I'm unprepared. If I launch this quickly, it could fail. All of those thought processes. When I had to sit down to be prepared to talk about it, and I went back into what the vision of the Bridge Artistic Network actually is, I got lit up inside because I remembered immediately why I'm so jazzed about this thing. It is literally what I was put here on earth to do: be an encourager for artistic people, for creatives, give a safe space and place to build community and creativity and to build skills together, artist to artist. I'm so excited about it. And so when I started thinking about it, when I finally sat down and started going back into what the vision actually is, and said, God, I don't want to limit you. I took all of that fear, all of that dread of so much stuff, so little time, all of that surrounds every launch, No matter how much time you have, if you have an event that you have a year to plan, I can tell you when you are a month or two out, it feels like you don't have enough time to put this thing together. And I have never been a part of a theater production where we all didn't wish we just had one more week of rehearsal. So I think every creative process comes with this trepidation, right? Of it's I'm not enough. It's too soon. It's too quick. And yet at the same time it's exactly right. It's exactly the right time. And when you get to opening night and things go flying through the stage and suddenly the curtain falls and the show is over and you go, "Oh my gosh, we did that." When you have spent a year planning a special event and and you get through the whole weekend of whatever it was and however you're doing it and it's a glorious success, even though you probably struggled it here or there or had a moment that wasn't perfection, you finished and it was great and people enjoyed it. You realize this was exactly the right time. So we need to embrace this feeling of I'm not ready. There's almost this feeling of chaos in that. And we need to embrace it and not be afraid of it and not allow it to stop us from moving forward. Because we can say, I'm not ready, I'm not doing it, and walk away from the opportunity that we're being offered. And so I'm letting us all know, and I'm putting us all on notice that this idea of I'm not ready, this isn't the right time, I couldn't possibly do this, it's not right, because you had other plans, because you had other thoughts. But the door just swung wide open and you're going to walk away from the opportunity, don't do it. We all face this thought. We all have this fear of not being prepared, not being ready, that things aren't perfectly aligned. There is no perfection in this world. Things will never be perfect. I have never done a live theater performance as an actor, a director, or a stage manager where I have seen perfection. I have seen excellence and greatness, but I have not seen perfection. There is always something we can fix and adjust. I've never been a part of a special event where it's been 100% smooth sailing. I've never been a part of a conference where things have not gone sideways. However, we make it work. So don't wait for perfect because it's not going to come. Not on this side of heaven. Embrace the unknown, embrace the creative chaos, and embrace the opportunity that is presenting itself for you. And let go of the fear and the anxiety of too soon, too much, and I'm not enough. I'm not ready. If the opportunity opens for you, you are ready. If the door swings wide and you didn't try to kick it in, you're ready to walk through. And I'm not saying things are going to be easy, and I'm not saying things are going to be perfect because I just talked about that. Good things rarely come easily. They take work, they take focus, they take time, and they take energy. And that is all okay. It's all okay. To be exhausted at the end of your day of really good, really hard, focused work on whatever opportunity, project, or launch that you're going into is absolutely right. You should be tired, but it's a good tired. not an overwhelmed, weeping, I hate this tired. That's a whole different thing. Like in that comes, I'll talk about that maybe next week. I don't want to get distracted. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. So things are launching quicker than I expected, but it is good. But what I also noticed was that because I was in this transition mode, I wasn't being my normal administrative self, where I had a schedule and every day I had things I ticked off a list. I mean, up until I left the Netherlands, I was living on lists, eating and breathing, sleeping lists, schedules, agendas. And then I got here and I went on sabbatical. And when I came out of sabbatical, I just kind of didn't know what to pick up and how to pick it up. And then suddenly this door swung wide open and I was like, I and so I realized I needed help to focus, to prepare, to make sure that I was crossing my T's, dotting my I's, keeping moving forward, not getting stuck. And so I got a life coach. Yes, yes, I did. And I think it's imperative for me anyway to walk through this process because it holds me accountable. She doesn't hold me accountable. I hold me accountable because I talk about the things that I need to accomplish. And all she does is ask me, well, how are you going to do that? What's your next step? And I have to think about what that next step, not 10 steps away, but what that next step is. In order to accomplish this thing here, my next step is to, boom, Bob's your uncle. And I realized I needed to start working my agenda and putting my schedule together and being intentional about the moments in my days, including taking time to rest, including taking time to recover, to recreate, to restore my soul, my mind, my body. It's all important. And it all needs my attention and time in order for there to be a balance in this new launching of things, in order for this launch not to like run me over like a freight train. But I tell you, before I spoke to her, I was feeling like I was running after the train, like I had missed it by that much, and I was running after the train trying to catch up. And when I got off my first coaching session, I went, aha, this is how I catch up. I don't need to run, I need to schedule, right? So if you're not practicing the art of using an agenda and scheduling your days as a creative because you want to be free, I'm letting you know that using an agenda is allowing you freedom to create because you schedule creative time, you schedule restorative time, you schedule quiet days, busy days, meetings, and you know what's coming up. So things don't take you off your feet. So you don't not have the creative bandwidth to launch into this new thing. When I sat down that day to act and started thinking about the vision for the Bridge Artistic Network and having to talk about it and put a video together for it, I literally said my brain was like, wait, you can't just put a video together. I mean, you can put a video together. Obviously, you do this, but you said you wanted a new logo because I had said that I wanted a new logo. And I was like, yeah, I should maybe make a new logo. And so I started looking at new logos and ideas for logos and that took a few hours and I created a new logo. And while I was in the midst of creating a new logo, I was like, I want a new website. So I created a new website. And then I said, oh, I need business cards for this meeting that I'm going to, and showing this video that I've not yet created, even though that's what I sat down to do hours ago. And so I created business cards with the new logo that had the new website on it and my new phone number on it, so that I could hand it out at this meeting I was going to, at this church service I was going to. Lord, Lord. And it all started falling into place. And then as the new launch date came to fruition, and I sat down and had those meetings, then I realized, aha, I need to be even more intentional about my scheduling, about my agenda, about where I put my energy and time, so that I can live a full and complete life, healthy and well and full of wonder, and launch this new thing with joy. If I just continued to bump into projects that needed to get done in order to launch this thing, the launch would be okay, but not everything I wanted it to be. And we would have to catch up to what the vision actually is. And the artists that we get together with on that first day would not be served the way I want them to be served. And so for me, that's not okay. I want it to be better for them, right? And so I had to put down my fear, and I had to pick up the planning, the organization, the ideas, the visions, the joy, the wonder, the unknowns, the creative chaos of all of it. And just say, here we go. Here we go. And strap my seatbelt on and get ready to launch this thing. I still have a load to plan. I'm not even close to being there yet. But I know the frame out of the day. I know where it's going to be. I know when it's going to be. I've made the initial invitations, which you will see in the comment section. And I've let go of the fear. And I think that that is the biggest hindrance to new things. So today, here at the Bridge Artistic Network, I say, let go of the fear and launch into the new opportunities that you are being given. Have a great and blessed week. I will see you next week. Hey, thank you so much for watching our video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, subscribe. What are you waiting for? All right. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye.